The Los Angeles Lakers season ended in crushing disappointment with a first-round playoff exit at the hands of the Denver Nuggets, leaving fans and analysts alike questioning the future of this storied franchise. While the pain of the loss still lingers, the organization is wasting no time in preparing for what promises to be a pivotal offseason. Perhaps the biggest storyline looming over the team is the future of superstar LeBron James. Speculation has been rampant regarding whether LeBron will opt into his player option for next season, explore free agency, or even consider retirement. His post-game comments did little to clear up the mystery, as he told reporters he has not yet made a decision and needs time to reflect. LeBron's influence on the Lakers cannot be overstated. At age 39, he continues to defy expectations, putting up all-NBA caliber numbers and carrying a heavy burden throughout the regular season and playoffs. Yet, with Father Time undefeated, the Lakers must also prepare for a future that does not revolve around LeBron, even as they hope he chooses to return for at least one more season in purple and gold. General Manager Rob Pelinka faces immense pressure to retool the roster and maximize the remaining championship window if LeBron stays. Reports suggest the Lakers are willing to be aggressive in pursuing roster upgrades. They have 3 tradable first-round picks at their disposal and are expected to explore deals to acquire a third star to pair with LeBron and Anthony Davis. The front office knows that standing pat is not an option. While players like Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura provided valuable contributions, the supporting cast overall lacked the consistency needed to make a deep playoff run. Identifying and acquiring the right complementary pieces will be critical. The coaching situation also looms large. Head coach Darvin Ham's job security is in question following a disappointing season filled with inconsistency, questionable rotations, and late-game collapses. There are strong indications that the Lakers may part ways with Ham and seek a more experienced, championship-proven coach to lead the team moving forward. Names like Tyronn Lue, Mike Budenholzer, and even J.J. Redick have been floated as potential candidates, although much will depend on how the LeBron situation evolves. A coaching change could be the first domino to fall in what could be a transformative offseason. Beyond the coaching staff, the Lakers must address several key roster decisions. D'Angelo Russell, who struggled mightily against Denver, has a player option and could become a free agent. His future with the team is uncertain. Jared Vanderbilt, who battled injuries, remains a valuable defensive piece when healthy. Meanwhile, the Lakers must decide whether to re-sign players like Taurean Prince and Christian Wood, whose roles fluctuated throughout the season. There's also the lingering question of adding another ball handler or playmaker to ease the burden on LeBron and prevent the offense from becoming stagnant during critical stretches. Shooting remains a priority, as does adding defensive versatility on the wing. Trade rumors are already swirling, with names like Trae Young, Donovan Mitchell, and Dejounte Murray being linked to the Lakers in various reports. Acquiring any of these stars would require significant assets, and it's unclear how willing the Lakers are to mortgage their future. But if LeBron commits to returning, there will be a strong incentive to go all in and maximize their title chances while they still have one of the greatest players in NBA history. Internally, the team must also focus on player development. Young players like Max Christie have shown promise, and the Lakers would benefit greatly from fostering internal growth instead of relying solely on external additions. Christie in particular could become a key rotational piece if given more opportunity next season. The Lakers' scouting department has excelled in finding talent in the later stages of the draft and through undrafted free agency. Continuing this trend could be crucial for adding depth and maintaining flexibility under the salary cap. Financially, the Lakers are facing a complex situation. The new collective bargaining agreement introduces harsh penalties for teams that exceed certain spending thresholds. Navigating these financial constraints while building a competitive roster will be a delicate balancing act for Pelinka and the front office. Decisions about who to retain and who to let walk will have lasting implications. The Lakers must be strategic in their use of mid-level exceptions, minimum contracts, and potential trades. Ownership remains committed to winning. Jeannie Buss has reiterated her belief in building championship-contending teams and maintaining the Lakers' legacy of excellence. With the team's massive global fan base and LeBron's continued star power, there is an immense incentive to stay aggressive and avoid a prolonged rebuild. However, if LeBron were to leave, retire, or show signs of significant decline, the Lakers could find themselves at a crossroads, forced to shift their focus toward a more long-term rebuild centered around Anthony Davis and whatever assets they can gather. The draft will present another critical opportunity. Although the Lakers typically pick late or trade their selections, Hitting on a draft pick could be a difference maker for a team needing fresh energy and talent. Their scouting staff has earned praise in recent years, but the stakes are higher now than ever. Adding a young player capable of contributing right away would relieve some pressure from the veterans and inject much-needed depth into the rotation. Free agency will also test the Lakers' ability to recruit effectively. Role players are crucial to championship teams, and Los Angeles must identify targets who fit their needs for shooting, defense, and toughness. Veterans chasing a ring could be drawn to the Lakers brand and the chance to play alongside LeBron and Davis. However, with limited cap flexibility, the front office must be shrewd, convincing key contributors to sign for less than market value. Meanwhile, locker room chemistry will be under the microscope. Last season's roster showed flashes of unity, but struggled with cohesion during critical stretches. If the Lakers bring in major new pieces, ensuring they mesh quickly with the existing core will be paramount. LeBron's leadership and Davis's growing influence will play significant roles in maintaining a focused and hungry locker room environment. Another variable to monitor is Anthony Davis's continued health and availability. Although he had one of his healthiest seasons in recent memory, Davis has a lengthy injury history that can't be ignored. The Lakers need to have a reliable contingency plan to stay competitive if Davis were to miss time, whether that involves bolstering the frontcourt or investing in a versatile two-way big man. The Lakers' style of play could also see major adjustments depending on roster changes and coaching decisions. A new coach could implement a faster pace, modernize offensive sets, and tighten defensive schemes. The team's identity has fluctuated over recent years, but establishing a clear, consistent style will be vital to maximizing the talents of their stars and supporting cast. One major storyline that could emerge is the role of Austin Reaves. After signing a new contract last offseason, Reaves showed he can be more than just a role player. With another year of experience under his belt, he could take a leap and become a legitimate third scoring option if the Lakers do not land another star. His development trajectory will be critical in determining the team's ceiling next season. Trade negotiations will undoubtedly dominate headlines, with fans and analysts dissecting every rumor and report. Rob Pelinka's negotiation skills will be tested heavily, especially if talks intensify around acquiring a marquee name like Trae Young. Pulling off a blockbuster without getting the roster would be a masterstroke, but doing so will require creativity, patience, and perhaps a bit of luck. Another factor influencing the offseason will be the influence of Clutch clients. With LeBron and Davis both represented by Clutch Sports Group, the preferences can often steer organizational decisions. This dynamic has helped the Lakers in the past, but also complicated negotiations and roster moves. Navigating these waters delicately will be necessary to maintain harmony within the organization. In addition to star chasing, the Lakers must also explore under-the-radar acquisitions. Finding the next Malik Monk or Dennis Schroeder, affordable players who can make meaningful impacts, could make the difference between a deep playoff run and an early exit. These moves may not grab headlines, but often determine a team's resilience during the grueling NBA season. One underrated aspect the Lakers must focus on is improving their transition game. With athletes like Davis, Reaves, and potentially new additions, pushing the pace and generating easy baskets could alleviate offensive struggles seen in half-court sets last season. A commitment to conditioning and speed could give them a crucial edge against more methodical opponents. The mental toughness of the team will also be a key focus. Playoff basketball is as much about resilience as it is about talent. Too often last season, the Lakers faltered under pressure, blowing leads and collapsing in crunch time. Whether through coaching, leadership, or roster changes, instilling a killer instinct must be a top priority. Meanwhile, the Lakers fan base remains one of the most passionate and demanding in sports. While their unwavering support fuels the team, it also creates immense pressure. Players and coaches must be ready to face scrutiny at every turn. Managing expectations without diminishing ambition will be an ongoing balancing act for everyone in the organization. International opportunities could also play a role in the Lakers' marketing and financial strategies. With LeBron's global brand and the NBA's growing international footprint, the Lakers have a chance to further expand their reach. Participating in international games, global sponsorship deals, and tapping into emerging markets could help reinforce the franchise's dominance beyond just winning on the court. Speaking of Davis, his role next season could become even larger. Davis had a stellar individual season, particularly on the defensive end, and stayed relatively healthy compared to previous years. If LeBron steps back or reduces his workload, Davis will be tasked with being the unquestioned leader on and off the court. His ability to embrace that role will be critical to the team's success. The Lakers' path forward is filled with uncertainty, but also opportunity. A strong offseason could catapult them back into true title contention, while missteps could doom them to another year of underachievement. Fans are desperate for a return to glory and are looking to the front office to deliver. The next few months will reveal whether the Lakers can navigate the storm and emerge stronger, or if they will be forced to reckon with the end of an era. In the meantime, LeBron's decision will hang over everything. Will he run it back for a 22nd NBA season? Will he push the Lakers to make win-now moves by pledging his commitment early? Or will he surprise everyone with a shocking announcement that changes the entire landscape of the NBA? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. The Lakers' offseason will be filled with drama, speculation, and massive consequences that will shape the future of the franchise for years to come. Lakers fans around the world will be watching closely, hoping that the purple and gold can once again rise to the top of the basketball world and add another chapter to their legendary history.